Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, of course, here contain the journey of Transformers Prime. This is Season 2, Episode 5, Operation Bumblebee, Part 2. Now, Part 1 was pretty solid, and I feel bad for Bumblebee. I really do. Number one, he already has lost his vocal box. Like, he doesn't have an actual voice. He has to make a bunch of noises, and everyone else can understand him. We, as the audience, have no clue what he's saying. We can kind of interpret what he's saying based on how everyone else is responding to what he's saying. But he's already lost that, right? And we found out that Megatron was the one who actually ripped his vocal box out and destroyed it because he was refusing to give away any intel about the Autobots to the Decepticons on Cybertron. So that was a pretty interesting reveal, and the way they showed that flashback a little bit, and the fact that it was Ratchet who actually was trying to save him and unfortunately feels bad, and didn't really reveal to Raph that he was the one, but he was like, a medic found him and did what he can, but I wish he could have done better. So Ratchet holds that, I think, to himself as a disappointment, and something he could have done better is to help Bumblebee. But now the Bumblebee has lost his T-Cog because it was stolen by, what is it called, Mech or whatever? But Silas, the human villains of the show, they have taken the T-Cog. And now, of course, Starscream, who has no alliance to anybody, is now apparently teaming up, in quotes, teaming up with them, because you know there's going to be some sort of double cross at some point. It happened last time with Arachnid when she teamed up with this team, so I'm assuming it's going to happen again to some capacity, but we'll see what happens there. But I feel bad for Bumblebee. You know, he's trying his hardest because he's lost his vocal box, and now with his T-Cog gone, he can't transform, so he's permanently stuck as being a Transformer in his bot form. He can't transform into the vehicle. It really is unfortunate, but I'm really enjoying what they're doing with the show, and you know, I'm really curious to see where we go in terms of this storyline. I'm assuming he's going to get the T-Cog back, but maybe there's some ramifications that lead to other things, because you know, Silas and everything teaming up with Starscream, maybe that leads to something else, who knows. So without further ado, let's get into now Season 2, Episode 5, Operation Bumblebee, Part 2. Let's go. Oh, okay, we're just, okay.
Taking Bumblebee.
So we're not seeing the fall, we're just seeing the aftermath.
You lost your voice box and your T-Cog.
Neither blame nor praise will modify past events.
Exactly.
But we cannot afford to take further unnecessary risks.
Bumblebee is right to be less than hopeful. But you and I both know there exists a way to make him whole again. You need look no further than the Autobots standing before you.
You're gonna really give your T-Cog up? I normally don't pause on Transformers reactions, but this makes sense because him now feeling regretful of not doing more at the time Bumblebee lost his voice box, he's now willing to transfer his T-Cog to Bumblebee. And that means he no longer can go in the field anymore, really. He can't, well, I mean, he can, but it changes everything. He's willing to do that. I'm assuming they're going to still get Bumblebee's back, but I don't know.
A generous offer, old friend.
But
your solution would merely trade one Autobot's handicap for another's.
Our team can't afford to be shy even one warrior in the field.
You make a compelling case.
Mech are savages. Who knows what damage they may have already inflicted upon
True.
it. I just want to do what's right. For our scout.
He wants to make up for it.
For the team.
A shield.
Now you know.
I often advised Megatron to seek out human allies. Megatron is woefully small-minded when it comes to working with minds smaller than our own.
Do you ever not speak?
I like that response. That's good. Oh, there it is. Roll credits.
John, to give us the edge.
Better at breaking things.
He's like, thank God it's not me.
RC.
Optimus has steadier hands.
RC, you can do this. You're steely as they come.
On a battlefield, not in an operating theater.
Does this mean Bumblebee's gonna transform into an ambulance from now on, or be all cranky?
Oh.
Because that would be weird.
We're really doing this right now. Okay, we're doing it. Okay.
It's an Iacon homing beacon.
Oh.
If we're picking up the signal, it means the Khan's just unearthed another relic.
Except for our patience.
The issue is they're going to probably need Ratchet, and they unfortunately can't have him. Oh no. Huh?
Where's Prime?
Now that he knows where Mech potentially is, he's going to go.
Oh, for the love of... Give me someone who must be something other than fleet.
Do I hear a Fuzor in need of voice box repair?
What?
Fuzor!
That hammer is a sacred relic of the 13 original primes.
Oh.
Really? Any artifacts of great significance stored in the vaults of
He
Icon
wants. Yeah, Megatron
will
wants.
also have been shipped off-world. The Forge of Solus Prime. For it possesses the power to mystically infuse raw material with working mechanism. Possibly construct a new T-cog for Bumblebee.
Never really doing this. Oh boy. Is it gonna start talking and shit?
Miracle of transformation.
Bumblebee? Exactly. He's like, really? What?
He's unarmed.
He can still use other things as weapons. Exactly.
Time to get a grip.
Get a grip. Come on. Damn. No bulkhead. All right. Oh, it's waking up. Oh, shit. Is he killing those guys? Oh, shit. Oh!
Our location and prototype have been compromised. Destroy
Exactly.
the intruder and meet me at the rendezvous point.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
One step.
Is he actually awake now? Versus, like, just randomly spouting nonsense?
Nothing's changed.
Yeah, nothing's happened. Well...
Prime!
What is it, Agent Fowler?
Optimus had to go lock fenders with some cons.
So Bumblebee went instead.
What? Bumblebee can't do that!
Okay, gotta think this through. What are you gonna do?
Shoot.
Oh, he's just going for it. Fuck, okay. No, 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 no! We know a way they can make a new one, but my god.
Time to jet.
So close. Thankfully, they explained a way they can make a new one, and there's still the transfer option, but he destroyed the T-Cog. How you gonna explain that to him?
A temporary setback. Other Autobots, other T-Cogs. We shall find a replacement soon enough.
That is crazy. That's a crazy weapon. Come on, bulkhead. Come on.
Mine's bigger.
Dude. Oh, he destroyed it. Oh, shit. I guess he can make a new one. Oh. Don't let him take... Oh, God.
The Decepticon cause is once again indebted to the contributions of Orion Pax.
They took his T-Cog. They had to have. He can't transform. Yeah. He just has to run away now. That is crazy, man.
While we would have put the Forge of Solus Prime to valuable use, I do not believe we have reason to fear Megatron's possession of it.
It doesn't look like a Fortress Maximus-grade nucleon shock cannon.
Without the power of a Prime to activate it,
Ah,
it is merely
it's
another
useless.
addition to our tool chest. Our scout could not have been in better hands, old friend.
Please, recovery takes time.
Yes. Okay, it worked. Okay. Things are looking great, at least for now. I think we're probably going to have problems with Bumblebee's T-Cog later because it was badly damaged. Ratchet's like, well, recover. It was badly damaged, so maybe there will be some issues that actually pop up later because it looked like it was completely destroyed. But maybe the thinking is, or at least what they're kind of implying is, well, Ratchet is a way better, you know, medic now that before with the whole voice box situation, he wasn't prepared on how to manage or try to save it. But now he's now more advanced and, you know, being, you know, someone who's basically the medic on the team and everything, he might be, like, he's obviously better. So maybe that's the implication that he is now basically redeemed himself in a sense. He still has yet to fix Bumblebee's voice box, which probably never get fixed. Probably not. Silas, though. I was not expecting this, but I knew there was going to be some sort of betrayal between Silas Mech and Starscream, and it happened. And it wasn't how I was expecting it to happen. I was expecting something to where, okay, the Energon was taken, and then, Starscream does something and then leaves. He destroys the T-Cog, Bumblebee's T-Cog, and then Silas and Meg turn around and knock him out, Starscream, and take the T-Cog from him. Takes his. So now he is screwed. He's not a Decepticon anymore. He's not an Autobot, clearly. He's on his own. So he has to just run around and just be in his bot form the entire time. That is a crazy reveal, but it is such a good reveal, because Starscream chose to leave the Decepticons, chose to go down the path of trying to basically cause a coup and basically overthrow and take control of the Decepticons and get Megatron out. So this is basically karma. It finally came back to bite him in the ass, really, because he was, on his own and trying to pretend to be helpful to the Autobots, and of course how they all fell apart, episodes and episodes ago. And now all of this is taking place to where now he is screwed. He can't transform. He can't turn into a jet. He can't go anyplace. He's basically just running around. And I wonder if this is meaning that Starscream, we're not going to see him for a bit, because where do we go? Where do we go with his character? That's my main question. I don't know, and I'm thinking we might take a break from his character a little bit. Maybe he pops up in the next episode. I have no idea, but I'm just saying it feels like maybe we're setting it up to where we're not going to see him for a bit. That hammer they were talking about, that they gave it a name, and I apologize, I don't remember the name of the hammer. I'm actually go back and see if I can actually listen to what Optimus was saying about it. I think it's here.
I don't get it.
Yeah, it's a hammer.
My hammer. That hammer is a sacred relic of the 13 original primes.
Yeah, I know, it's very significant.
Isn't that the opposite of Decepticon Doomsday device?
It would stand to reason that in addition to confiscated Decepticon artillery, any artifact of significance stored in the vault had been shipped off-world, and none would be greater than this. The Forge of Solus Prime.
The Forge of Solus Prime. So, essentially, and it took a bit to get there, more than I thought. I thought it was right there when he's hanging off and talking to them. But it's basically this. It only activates with the Prime, though. That's the key, which probably should have been clear with the name. But Megatron probably didn't think this through when he took it, because that whole sequence where they were using that other device that creates a force field that can keep pushing them back, and then it's like a shield or whatever. Crazy sequence that went down. Bulkhead was so close to turning the tides, and at one point, and then Megatron, of course, swoops in, boom, through a portal. But then Megatron tries to use the hammer, use the actual thing. It's not working. The Forge is not working because it only activates with a Prime, which means if we get this weapon, and the only reason they introduced this weapon is because something significant is going to happen later in the show, that they're going to need this weapon, or they're going to need this Forge. They're going to need this thing for something significant later. That's the only reason, because from what this show has done, and there's very few things that they've introduced in this show that have not been addressed later at some capacity. There's probably things they've introduced in season 1. We're probably not going to see till season 3. You never know, right? But this is going to pop up at some point. We're going to need this. We're going to get a hold of this. Something is going to be needed. And honestly, I'm going to throw out a prediction. Just going to say a prediction. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose an Autobot and this is used to bring them back. Because there was also a line that was said by Ratchet to Bumblebee at one point. It was the opening of the episode, because at the end of part 1, he was falling off the cliff with that truck when he was trying to chase down what was Breakdown, or not, was it Breakdown or Knockout or whatever that guy is who was using the shield to push them back and everything in the episode. It opens with him, just back, at headquarters, and Ratchet says, "Were you trying to lose your spark too?" And obviously, it's just a line, and it could be interpreted as nothing. It's just a line saying, you could have died out there, Bumblebee. But I'm thinking, based on the dialogue they've been saying surrounding this Forge, this weapon, this device, it's implying that something is going to happen significantly, that we need this. So either it's a death, or something needs to be created in order to stop Megatron or whoever else decides to show up and cause mayhem and chaos. That's my guess. I think this episode was pretty good. I think the reveal of them taking Starscream's T-Cog, the fact that the robot was starting to wake up, that Silas and Mech created, and it was looking down and seeing everything, and I'm pretty sure Bumblebee was killing some of those guys, by the way, slamming them shit. There's no way those guys survived. That huge piece of metal slamming into them and making them flying, I'm 95% sure a few of those people definitely died, either on the impact he hit them with, or when they landed. One of the two. People died. But the robot, I was thinking that robot's going to wake up, and we're actually going to see it run around, which we never did. But I started to think, is it going to have a voice? Like, are we leading that? Maybe we're kind of setting up to where we're going to see Mech and Silas create an actual bot that is able to function like a transformer. I wonder if that's going to happen. I wonder if that's going to do that, because that'd be crazy as hell. Wouldn't be surprised, because this show is trying to up the ante in a sense, because literally revealing that they've been working on a bot. It makes sense based on their research and stuff that they've witnessed personally and everything. It makes sense that they want to try to build their own and to build an army to go against, because they're not on the side of like a Decepticon or an Autobot. They want to get rid of all of them. They want to be the actual higher power in terms of weapons and all that kind of stuff. So they want to get rid of all bots. That's their thinking. So we'll see. But yeah, this is overall a pretty good episode, and I'm excited to see where we go from here. I'm not really sure, but I'm excited as hell. What did you guys think of the episode? I'm curious to know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.